fun challenge for you, Ali.
Yeah?
So yeah, things have been going great, having a great season, blah blah blah. Are you recording? Yeah, okay. Yeah, things are going great, blah blah blah. Cut. We go to that clip during the game. Yeah, so let's try. Think of an idea, think of a story or a question. Maybe we can grab one of these guys. What's it like living in Canada? How do you enjoy it? Where is it? Yeah, sure.
I meant to ask that by way of like being a
Facetiously?
No, but personally, you know, so I'm not offending any of the people from there. But hey, you know, whatever. I'm from Toronto. I can always act like it doesn't matter to me.
I'm gonna. I'll be right back.
Hi, Lori.
There, how are you?
I'm doing good today, thank you.
I already told her. I gave her the number, but.
Whoa, whoa. Heads up.
Sorry about that. That's a given.
Hey, so Adam, did you look at that last night? Nice photo bomb on the telecast.
Yeah?
Can't remember when I went.
Yeah?
Guess I went on there.
Great. You have no idea how fun.
player, or do you want to do a whack?
I'm up on the feet in there. Everything's set up here.
Okay, I'll go on and turn you on. I'll get you on the radio, and I'll just say grab somebody for a quick interview.
Okay.
Just ask them, you know, like, how do you like coming to Victoria and playing, and how's the season going?
Yeah. Great. Okay.
See if it works.
Yeah. Radio me. See who wants to.
We'll just keep in communication via radio. I'll say, okay, roll it. Every game, more big league.
Gives me the word on the radio. I'm gonna keep the questions simple, I guess. Are you?
Catch or what?
only got 35 minutes left on this first timed battery, so I think I should be okay for batteries during this game. But if I get into a scenario where I'm using battery 6, I may need to work, like, somehow get those other 2 timed batteries if they're charging up. Camera 3 copy, thank you. Excellent idea.
All right, man, here he comes. Number one All right, guys, we are going down to the field. Please welcome your game day host, Jim Swanson.
Hey, welcome everybody. The second game of this series, we hit the HarbourCats and out the Hustles, and the Yakima Valley Pippins. And we're going to play a game tomorrow night as well at the end of the series. And then Saturday night we have fireworks here, so if you don't have your tickets already, get them and tell people about, if you've been here before, tell them what the fireworks are like, because everybody seems to love the fireworks show we put on. It's about 18 minutes long for those who've never been to it before, and we're really looking forward to that. And Sunday afternoon we play as well at 1 o'clock. Both games are against the Burnaby Bulldogs, which will be the Team BC for the Nationals, the Baseball Canada Men's Championship. It'll take place here in late August the 23rd to the 27th. So a couple of quick notes. Those who haven't heard, we're doing a home run derby before that South event. And the home run derby is going to be down at Ogden Point into the water. No, this is not even rules, that's the truth. We're going to get balls, ice balls in the water, and have moving on, have kayakers, pick up baseballs and everything, and have some fun with it. I want to bring attention to something like the program that I want to work, so everybody's aware of this. Grab a program, find Jim, find the guys who sell $2, and every program has a prize on it, each 24, 25. That prize well if you haven't grabbed yours yet. We're going to do one line and then 2 lines. One line and then 2 lines for prizes. And this is a very important one because last year people really loved doing it. So we're going to do it again here this year. And tonight we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Music bingo, we're going to do some music bingo all over this town. Music bars and that's fun. I know I play something like Bucky's Town on Wednesday nights. And a lot of different ones that Sean and his crew do music bingo. So we'll get you all those details and then that's the music bingo really important of music bingo. So tonight we've got a couple of special first pitches. We are going to go back in time a little bit for these first pitches. I would like to introduce you from Retirement Concepts. We live in Wellesley, the facility on Blanchard, just up the hillside. I want to introduce you to a couple of outstanding baseball players and players in the game. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to the only left-handed pitcher in her league at the time, multiple-time MVP out of Port Alberni, 86-year-old Mabel Schroeder. Mabel, come on out. And not to be outdone, a member of the 1945 BCE provincial champs, 91 years old, Eileen Sherry is here. Eileen. Come on out, ladies. You can throw the first pitches. We've got a couple of guys to catch for you. We've got Cole Weiss and Jack Taggett. You got your baseballs. The shortstop's done, right? Here we go. Eileen is on the third base side. Mabel's on the first base side of the two. Got the catchers all lined up. How many guys to do this, guys? Please do get a picture, Jack. Cole, stand for the picture, guys. A lot of fun right there. 91-year-old Eileen Sharon, 86-year-old Mabel Schroeder. Great to have you here, ladies. Thank you very much. And back up to you guys in the booth. They're going to do the plate meeting here first, and then we'll get on to the other stuff, guys.
You guys are right on the money, both of you. Same time, too.
the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Royal Athletic Park for the second of a three-game series between the Victoria HarbourCats and the Yakima Valley Pippins. Go Live broadcast coverage of Victoria HarbourCats baseball continues tonight with the 6:35 start. The HarbourCats looking to get back into the win column on another historic evening for Claire Eccles. So you just sit back, relax, and enjoy another night of HarbourCats baseball. Once again, Jonathan Hodson along with you for the HarbourCats and the Pippins. Going to get going at about 6:40 or so tonight. We are right on the dot at 6:35 right now. The HarbourCats in their home whites with the blue cap in the first base dugout, about to take the field, led by their starting left-hander Claire Eccles, who will make her first West Coast League regular season start tonight. The rising junior out of UBC has early in the year made 4 regular season appearances out of the bullpen. She is 1-0 with a 4.1 innings pitched, 8 hits and 2 walks. Last night in the series opener between these two teams, it was Yakima topping the HarbourCats 12-6. The HarbourCats led 6-1 after an inning of play, but then Yakima scored in 8 of 9 innings last night, scored 11 unanswered to take the 12-6 win. So Yakima is 2-2 in the second half coming into tonight, and the HarbourCats are 5-3. The HarbourCats in the North Division tied for the lead with the Wenatchee Apple Sox, and Yakima in the South Division, they're in 4th place, 3 games back of Corvallis. The HarbourCats just now taking the field. We'll go through the lineup for Yakima before the top of the first inning. Leading off is right fielder Johnny DeLuca. Batting second, the center fielder Tora Otska. Batting third is the left fielder Brad Beasley. Fourth is the DH Lucas Denny. Batting 5, the catcher Daniel Cope. Batting 6, first baseman Dustin Yates. Batting 7, the shortstop Nick Playa. Batting 8th, third baseman Mitch Ellis. And batting 9th, second baseman Tyler Bassetti. Starting pitcher who you will see in the bottom of the first inning is John Fuqua. Wenatchee in the third base dugout tonight in their road grays, all grays with the light green hat. HarbourCats at one time were 4-0 in the second half as they won 8 in a row at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second, but they have lost 3 of their last 4. 2 of 3 to Bend and the opener to Yakima. The last warm-up toss thrown down to second base by tonight's catcher Shane McGuire, and stepping in will be Johnny DeLuca to lead it off the ballgame. Eccles looks in and delivers ball 1. Beautiful night here at RAP. Clear and sunny, temperature in the low mid-20s. Flags fluttering just a little bit. 1-0 pitch is ball 2. Johnny DeLuca playing right field tonight and leading off. He batted third in last night's game, driving in 1 run. Ground ball, third base. Bryce Bonner with the first play, guns it across off the bag, and DeLuca legs it out. We'll see how they score that. It was a slowly hit ground ball. Bonner's throw was strong, but it was late and off the bag, where the first baseman Ho Hao Wong received it and attempted to swipe tag. They're giving the infield single to Johnny DeLuca. So that'll lead off the ball game and bring in Tora Otsuka. Otsuka takes inside ball 1. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Otsuka batting second for the second straight day. Had 3 hits in the game last night. Claire looks in and now comes set. The 1-0 pitch is ball 2 low. Eccles has made all kinds of history this summer and making more tonight. She's now the first female player in the West Coast League history to start a game on the mound, having made 4 bullpen appearances. Fastball, curveball, knuckleball. Inside 3-0 to Otsuka. Behind Otsuka is left fielder Brad Beasley. The 3-0 is a called strike, and they are now giving an error to Bryce Bonner on that ball hit by Johnny DeLuca. So change that to an E5. 3-1 pitch misses for ball 4. So immediately Yakima with an opportunity. They had opportunities all night last night. They scored at least 1 run in 8 different innings last night. They scored 2 runs in 4 different innings. First and second, nobody out for left fielder Brad Beasley as McGuire goes out to talk to Claire Eccles for a moment. An error and a walk lead off this ball game. We're just underway in the top of the first inning. No score between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Victoria HarbourCats. Ball 1 dealt to Beasley. Beasley comes in hitting .310 with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs. The ball was flying in last night's game. There's a ground ball to second base. Turned over to short on the first double play. A 2-ball ordered up by Claire Eccles. 4-6-3, Johnson, Shipley, and Wong. Quick 2 down, and the lead runner, Johnny DeLuca, moves to third. Otsuka erased on the lead end of that double play. Runner at third, 2 out for Lucas Denny. Denny, the DH, bunts it back to the mound. Claire will go to first, but she can't find the handle on the baseball, so everybody's safe. And again, we'll see how they score that, but the squeeze play with 2 outs, an aggressive play by Yakima, nets them their first run. Runner at first now, 2 outs to run in. The hitter is Daniel Cope. Johnny DeLuca comes around to score. That run is unearned as DeLuca reached on an error by third baseman Bryce Bonner, and that last play from Denny is ruled an infield hit. Running inside and hitting Daniel Cope. So it'll be first and second, 2 out now for Dustin Yates. Game moving quickly, already to our 6th hitter of the top of the first. Dustin Yates, the first baseman, hitting with first and second. 2 outs and a run in 1-0 Yakima Valley here in the top of the first. Denny had a good night last night. Couple of hits and a couple of RBIs. Did he go? No sir at first base. Our 3 umpires in the game tonight. John Hollett will call balls and strikes. Kevin Burke was over there at first base on that call. And at third base, it's Scott Eckert. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, third base, laying back on it, but it's foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yates coming in hitting .222 with 8 RBIs. So last night was a good night for him, a single and a double, 2 runs scored. 1-1 pitch, inside corner strike call, 1-2. Claire Eccles trying to work through the top of the first inning. Yakima scoring 1 run on a hit, an error, and a hit batter so far. The 1-2 pitch is fluttering outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eccles so far this season has maxed out at 67 on her fastball. Knuckleball usually in the 59-60 range. Left arm dangling down, and now she comes at the deuces pitch. Ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Sent is the lead runner, Denny. The throw from left field is cut off. RBI single for Dustin Yates. His big series continues, and Yakima stretches their lead to 2-0. Trail runner on the play. Daniel Cope stops second on the Dustin Yates RBI single. 2-0 Yakima. First and second, 2 outs now for Nick Playa. Playa swings and misses. Shortstop for Yakima from Washington State had a big night last night. Not many hitters didn't have big nights last night for the Pippins. They racked up 12 runs on 15 hits. That ball's hit well left field. That gets down to base hit. Stopped at third base is the lead runner, Daniel Cope. So the single for Playa will continue the inning. Bases now loaded with 2 outs. All the run scoring in this inning will be unearned. Johnny DeLuca's first run of the inning scored after he reached on an error, and all the further run scoring would be with 2 outs after there has been an error committed in the inning. It's 2-0 as we play top of the first. 0-1 now on Mitch Ellis, who fouls the first pitch off. Ellis did not play in the game last night. Oh, 1 outside. That was pitch 21 of this top of the first. So there'll be something to get for the offense when the HarbourCats get to the bottom of the first. One. Ground ball to short. Harry Shipley goes to second for the forced play, and that will end the inning. But Yakima scores 2 on 3 hits, an error, and a hit batter. We go to the bottom of the first here on Go Live Broadcast. Yakima leads the HarbourCats early, 2-0. Bottom of the first inning in Victoria, 2-0 Yakima, as the HarbourCats will face John Fuquay for the first time. John Fuquay, the starter for Yakima. Left-hander delivers ball 1 to Harry Shipley. Fuquay in his 6th start, 9th appearance of the year out of Virginia Military Institute, delivers high to Shipley. We'll go through the lineup for the HarbourCats after the Shipley at-bat. Shipley, the shortstop out of Purdue, takes ball 3. Fuquay is 0-2 with a 5.9 ERA. 32 innings, 34 hits, 16 walks, 24 strikeouts. 3-0 is ball 4. Walks have been a little bit of an issue for Fuquay. 16 of them in 32 innings, and he issues a leadoff pass here in the bottom of the first inning. The lineup for the HarbourCats: Shipley leads off at short. Here is Sam Cachola in left field. Batting third, the second baseman Tucker Johnson. Fourth is the DH Andrew Shafts. Batting 5, the third baseman Bryce Bonner. Batting 6th, first baseman Pohao Wong. 7th is the right fielder Jake Garella. Batting 8 is Shane McGuire, the catcher. And batting 9 is Connor Whitney in center. Upstairs, ball 1 to Sam Cachola. So Fuquay has not yet found the strike zone. 5 straight out of the zone.
Battery here. I'm going to try to get through this at bat and then switch.
Left-hander comes set, and the 1-0 pitch is ball 2 at the feet. HarbourCats trying to answer back after Yakima gets an early 2-0 lead in the top of the first. A quick mound visit for Fuquay. That is pitching coach Bo Kearns making the quick trip to the mound. Sam Cachola comes in batting 111. Hasn't received much action. He's played in 11 games and is 1 for 9 at the plate. He is an incoming freshman to Cal Berkeley. Two 2-0 pitch to Cachola. Ball 3 upstairs. In the 3 spot tonight is Tucker Johnson, playing second base. The pitch is strike 1. Fuquay finds the strike zone for the first time. A 4-pitch walk to Harry Shipley is on base, and Sam Cachola has a 3-1 count. 3-1 pitch is high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. The HarbourCats scored 6 in the first inning last night to take a 6-1 lead. A pair of 3-run home runs. And they thought they had Cade Woods dead to rights in that first inning. Yakima sent him back out for the second. He dealt with bases loaded and 1 out in the second, but the HarbourCats could not score anything, and that really allowed him to hit the reset button. And he threw 4 innings in the game last night, giving up no further runs, allowing Yakima to get some stability and claw back into that baseball game, which they did. Count is 0-1 on Tucker Johnson. Upstairs, 1-1. Johnson batting .321 with a home run and 8 RBIs. Has seen action in 17 games. One pitch. Popped up right side to second base. Over to his left is the second baseman Bassetti for out number 1. Head coach Brian McCray has seen scenes like that all too often throughout portions of this season. Unproductive outs with runners in scoring position First and second, 1 out now for Andrew Shaps. Shaps, the DH, wears 17 and bats left. Shaps was hitting fourth last night as he played center field. First pitch through the legs of Cope, so moving up will be the runners on what should be a pass ball on the catcher, Daniel Cope. So the HarbourCats have second and third, 1 out. Count is 1-0 on Andrew Shaps. Lefty-lefty matchup here with Fuqua. Called strike. Shaps comes in hitting .462. That is 12 for 26 with a home run and 7 RBIs. One pitch is bouncing in, kept in front by Cope. That's a good job by the catcher, Andrew Cope, Daniel Cope, to get in front of that baseball and push it up the third base line. Count is 2-1 on Shaps. 2-0 Yakima as we play in the bottom of the first inning. The HarbourCats trying to level the game with 2 in scoring position. 2-1 pitch is ball 3. So Fuqua having trouble throwing strikes here in the bottom of the first. The HarbourCats runners are both on base via walks. Fuqua walked both batters to lead off the ball game. Shipley and Cachola got Tucker Johnson to pop out. And Shaps 3-1 pitches through the wickets of Cope again. Coming in to score is Harry Shipley from third base. Sam Cachola goes to third. The HarbourCats get their first run. It's 2-1. A pair of pass balls score the run. Runner at third base now. And that was actually ball 4 to Shaps as well. So runners at the corners for Bryce Bonner. 3 walks in the inning issued by John Fuqua, who's in his 6th start of the season for Yakima. Came in with 16 walks in 32 innings and having a tough time here in the first. Bryce Bonner, he's a catcher by trade but playing third base again tonight. He's played the hot corner a handful of times. Bonner swings and misses, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bonner comes in hitting .231 with a home run and 10 RBIs. Runner at third, Cachola. Runner at first is Shaps. 1-1, fly ball out over the right side. Fuqua looking to roll a ground ball at his middle infield to get out of the inning with the lead. Yakima scored 2 unearned runs on Claire Eccles in the first inning, but she induced a 4-6-3 double play ball to help limit the damage. Throw to first as Shaps was off. Now he's caught up. We'll keep an eye on third base. The throw is wild into left field. Picking up and scoring is Cachola. Staying at second is Shaps. And it's a tie game on a miscue from Yakima. Andrew Shaps was running on the pitch. Fuqua threw to first base. They had him hung up in a rundown, but the first baseman, Yates, elected to throw to third base to try to get the lead runner, Cachola, but the throw was high, so Cachola scores easily, and going to third base is Andrew Shaps. So it's 2-2 with the runner at third base, 1 out. Count is 1-2 on Bryce Bonner. 1-2, high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another long first inning, just like we saw last night. Last night was one of the longest baseball games the HarbourCats have played at home this year. a little over 3 hours and 10 minutes. Outside for ball 3. Good at bat for Bonner here. Both teams committing costly errors in this first. Payoff pitch to Bonner, swung on hit to center field. Stepping up to make the play is Otska, tagging at third base. The throw is through to the plate, but late. Coming in to score from third is Shaps on the fly ball of Bonner, and the HarbourCats have a 3-2 lead. That is the HarbourCats' third run of the inning, but the first RBI for a HarbourCat hitter. That run is unearned. Missing outside for ball 1 on Po Hao Wong. Wong, the first baseman. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The HarbourCats have scored 3 runs without the benefit of a base hit. You will not see that too often. 3 walks have all come around to score. Strike called 1 and 2 on Wong. Crowd letting the home plate umpire John Hollett know what they thought of that call. Po Hao Wong comes in batting .333. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Claire Eccles was north of 20 pitches in the top of the first, and so too is John Fuquay here in the bottom. Fouled back, will redo the 2-2. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the HarbourCats in the bottom of the first, but they strike back with 3 runs on 3 walks and an error. We go to the second in an eventful ballgame. 3-2 HarbourCats here on Go Live Broadcast. Top of the second, 3-2 HarbourCats. Another wild first in this series. Yesterday it was 6-1 HarbourCats after 1. Now it's 3-2 Victoria after 1. Claire Eccles returns for her second inning of work. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Tyler Bassetti, the 9-hitter in the order. Second baseman Bassetti will be followed by the top of the order in DeLuca and Otska. Good start to inning number 2 for Claire as she throws strike 2. Bassetti swings and lines it to left. That will get down, a base hit, cut off and left. Thrown in quickly to limit Bassetti to a single. That ball was lined right in front of Sam Cachola. Yakima's already up to 4 hits as they collected 15 last night, so they stay hot. Top of the order now for Johnny DeLuca. Missing inside for ball 1 on DeLuca, who reached on a error by third baseman Bryce Bonner. It was a slowly hit ground ball to third base. Bonner had to hurry, and his throw was just off the bag. Throw over to first base. Throw over. Second baseman Tyler Bossetti aboard with a leadoff single. He is 1 for 5 stealing. That's in the dirt, and no throw from McGuire, so taking second on the ball in the dirt is Bossetti. Yakima trying to tie this game right back up. They have a runner at second, nobody out. Bossetti was thrown out in last night's game. Has a bit of a rare 1 for 5 success rate stealing. That roped foul by DeLuca. DeLuca, the leadoff man, batting .280 with 8 RBIs. The 2-1 pitch is a called strike. Knuckler floats in for strike 2. It's 2-2. Two and two. Swung on, hit high to left field. Not that deep. Waiting for it to come down is Cachola for out number 1. First out of the second for Claire Eccles. Brings in Tora Otsuka. He walked in the first inning. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Otsuka batting .221 with 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. Outside ball 1. The catcher, Shane McGuire, has already been a little bit busy in the first 2 innings with balls in the dirt. We'll go around the horn for you after this pitch, said the HarbourCats defense. 1-0, outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Defense for the HarbourCats. Claire Eccles pitching to Shane McGuire. The infield third to first, Bonner, Shipley, Johnson, and Wong. Outfield left to right, Cachola, Whitney, and Gorella. 2-0 pitch is a strike, 2-1. Similar looking crowd to the one we had last night. Runner goes to third. The throw down is a strong one in time to gun down Tyler Bossetti. Bossetti getting aggressive again, trying to steal third base on Claire Eccles, but a perfect throw by Shane McGuire eliminates him. So he is now 1 for 6 on the season trying to steal. And my, how an inning can change. Strikeout for Claire Eccles. Shuts down the Pippins in the second. They go scoreless after the leadoff single. We go to the bottom of the second here on Go Live Broadcast. HarbourCats lead 3-2.
This is awesome. Also transportation of HarbourCats. We're proud to be able to recognize this service man or woman who did that to starting service person today. We have Head Officer Second Class Brian Rose from Woodstock, Ontario, joining in 2005. Pippins Engineering Technician. He's with some awesome here. Give her service to our country. He's worked around the world for Canada and service around the world and helped raise a whole bunch of money for charity as well. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your service. We really appreciate it. Continue. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bottom in the second, the HarbourCats lead the Yakima Valley Pippins 3-2. Here on Go Live Broadcast, Jonathan Hodson with you. Chris Jaycox calling the shots in the truck. Jake Corella leads off the bottom of the second for the HarbourCats as they enjoyed a 3-run first without the benefit of a base hit. Left-hand starter John Fuquay, who returns for Yakima, issued 3 walks in the first, and they all came around to score. Roped foul down the third base line. 2 strikes quickly on Gorella, the right fielder for the HarbourCats. 7, 8, 9, Gorella, McGuire, and Whitney are scheduled. Oh, 2 is ball 1. The only RBI in that 3-run first for the HarbourCats was a sac fly for Bryce Bonner. Bouncing away for ball 2. Gorella comes in batting .202 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, backing up at short, and that hits him up into left field. Backed up in center by Otska. We'll see what that play is ruled. Nick Playa is having a difficult couple of days at short. Made a pair of errors in last night's game, and as soon as he broke back on that baseball, you could see trouble coming. For the moment, they give the single to Jake Gorella. Put that one in your scorebook in pencil just in case it changes. Runner at first on the leadoff single will bring in Shane McGuire. If that holds up, that would be the HarbourCats' first hit of the day. McGuire, the catcher, freshman commit of San Diego, throw to first base to check on Gorella. Shane McGuire in 8 games is 8 for 16. Missing for ball 2, so that works out if you're a math major to a 500 average with 4 RBIs. John Fuquay still falling behind hitters here in the second. 2-0 on McGuire. Ball 3 upstairs. Behind McGuire is Connor Whitney. Whitney playing center tonight. .30 pitch taken all the way for strike 1. McGuire was backing out of the box quickly, wanted no part of that .30 pitch. The 3-1 is grounded softly to the left side. Playa will go to first base, not in time. Another soft ground ball results in an infield single, this one for Shane McGuire, the catcher, as Nick Playa gunned it over to first base, but not able to get it there in time. First and second, nobody out for Connor Whitney. First and second, nobody out for center fielder Connor Whitney. The rising senior out of park shows bunt, takes high, ball 1. Whitney having a tough offensive summer, batting 103 in 16 games. So his job will likely be to bunt the runners to second and third, where the top of the order stands on deck. 1-0. No bunt shown. He takes the strike for 1-1. No ruling yet on that last play, the infield single for McGuire, but sure that it's going to be rolled an infield single. One pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. So I was wrong. Brian McCray letting Whitney swing for himself. Playing for the big inning is McCray. First and second, nobody out. 1-2 on Connor Whitney. Taken for ball 2. Again, a lot of pitches continuing to be thrown by John Fuqua. The HarbourCats looking to hopefully extend this lead out and try to get into the bullpen early. 2-2. Broken bat back, and Fuqua picks up, goes to first base. High throw is on the bag though for out number 1. So that soft comebacker does the job for Connor Whitney. Broken bat took some of the steam out of it, and Fuqua bobbled it for just a half second to ensure the runners could move up. Second and third, 1 out for Harry Shipley. Shipley walked and scored in the first inning, called strike 1. Runner at third is Jake Garella. And the runner on second is Shane McGuire, both on with singles. 0-1 in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Shipley in last night's game walked twice, reached on an error, and collected 2 hits. So you put it together, he was on base 5 times, 4 times safely. 1-1 pitch is lined foul out over the left side. One-two pitch upcoming on Harry Shipley. 1-2 is ball 2. Close miss for Fuqua. Yakima not with a tremendously deep staff. They have 4 regular starters and a select few arms in the pen. There's a soft ground ball to second base that'll score the run. 4-3 ground ball off the bat of Harry Shipley scores Garella from third base. The HarbourCats now lead 4-2. Good job manufacturing their 4th run of the day. McGuire moves to third on the play, and there's now 2 outs for Sam Cachola. First pitch is strike 1. That RBI for Shipley is his 10th of the season. 0-1 pitch, strike 2. Fuqua works ahead and will now try to end the bottom of the second. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The HarbourCats have scored 1 to extend their lead. Ball 1 inside. Aggressively down the third baseline was Shane McGuire, just in case that ball got away, but it did not. Twice in the first inning, there were pitches on the backstop, both charged as pass balls to the catcher, Daniel Cope. Time called by Cachola. One, two. Missing inside 2 balls and 2 strikes. So a lead now for Claire Eccles to work with. Not sure how long she's going to be in this ball game. It's been a reliever all season. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side, through for a base hit. Sam Cachola drives in Shane McGuire with 2 outs. And the HarbourCats now lead 5-2. That's a good job of hitting with 2 strikes there by Sam Cachola. Not doing too much, going the other way and collecting the single. Back-to-back singles lead off the second, and they have both scored now. Tucker Johnson steps in 0 for 1. HarbourCats with another quick start, 5-2 in the second. They led last night 6-1 after 1, looking to sustain this effort a little bit more than last night. First pitch is ball 1 to Johnson. Johnson hit .333 for Baylor this spring as a junior. He didn't really have a position there, although he hit very well. Has seen most of his defensive time coming at second base this summer. .10, time called just before the pitch, so that is no pitch there from Fuquay. There's a right-hander with a baseball in his hand in the bullpen for the HarbourCats. .10, called strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch, blocked by Cope. 2 balls and 1 strike. HarbourCats took advantage of 3 walks in the first to score 3 runs, but they've done it themselves here in the second. Swung on, fouled over the right side. The HarbourCats tied for first place in the North Division second half, but you have to be a little bit careful with that. They're 5-3, tied with the 3-1 Wenatchee Apple Sox. As they go to first, the runner is off, throw to second base, the tag is there. Caught stealing is Sam Cachola, and that'll end the inning. But the HarbourCats put up 2 to extend their lead to 5-2, so now for the top of the third, we'll take you to a July 9 highlight pack here from Go Live Broadcast. First pitch is swung on, hit well to left field. That ball is back to track the wall. That ball is gone. Jack Pauly continues his big series. He had a pair of doubles last night and starts the day with a home run today. 2-run shot puts Bend ahead 2-0. Bend looking to make them pay for it a little bit more here. Swung on, hit up the middle, a base hit for Pauly. 1 will score. The trail runner is held. The throw all the way through to the plate. Jack Pauly an RBI single, and Bend ups their lead to 3-0. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit well to left field. That is over the head of Lampkin and left. That will score. Jake Garella from second. It's all full, 3-2 with 2. Runner goes. Pitch is lined to left field, down the line. Diving play made by Lampkin. What a star on that play for Matt Lampkin. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, line to right center field. That will get down and might split a gap. Rounding third, the lead runner is waved in. That's Chapman, who will score all the way from first on the third inning. 5-2 HarbourCats. Claire Eccles returns for her third inning of work. She dealt a scoreless second inning on a leadoff single with the help of a caught stealing. Ripped foul down the left field line by the leadoff man in the inning, Brad Beasley. Middle third of the order for Yakima. 3, 4, 5, the mid of the order, Beasley, Denny, and Cope. The 0-1 is a fly ball to right field, foul ground. Po Hao Wong gives chase, but it'll get down in foul territory. Quickly 0-2. Beasley grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the first inning that helped Claire Eccles minimize the damage to 2 runs. Both of the runs for Yakima tonight are unearned. Inside, ball 1. 1-2 inside. Beasley hitting .310, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. He is the team leader with those 4 home runs. Yakima with 18 long balls on the season. 2-2 is getting through the legs of McGuire. Nobody hurt, with Beasley being the leadoff hitter. Yakima comes in batting .284 with 184 runs scored in 31 games. That's just about right on 6 runs a game. That ball is troubled down the right field line. That gets down to fair ball and rattles off the wall on the .310 sign. Thrown in, that'll be a leadoff double for Brad Beasley. 5th hit of the day for Yakima. It's a leadoff double. First extra base hit of the day for the Pippins. Lucas Denny will step in. He bunted for a single on a squeeze play that scored Johnny DeLuca back in the first inning. The HarbourCats still do have action in the bullpen. First pitch, ball 1, just in case Eccles can't stabilize this third and get through this. Look back, and the pitch is ball 2, kept in front by McGuire. In the bottom of the second, an infield single for McGuire was changed to a fielder's choice as the shortstop Nick Playa looked at second but elected to go to first, and it was not in time. Called strike. 2-1 now on Lucas Denny. Denny, the leading hitter for Yakima, coming in batting .338. 2-1 pitch. Grounded softly first base line. That will be picked up in fair territory, and Eccles misses the tag. That'll be an infield single for Denny, and that'll move the lead runner Brad Beasley to third base. Probably the best option for the HarbourCats there was to let that ball go and hope it went foul, but Claire Eccles was kind of in the middle and elected to pick it up a little bit later, and she reached out and missed the tag, so the runners are at the corners now. Hitter is Daniel Cope, first and third, nobody out. Throw over to first base. HarbourCats lead 5-2. First pitch to Cope, and missing for ball 1. Something going on at field level between the benches, it sounds like. Can't quite pick up on what that was. 1-0 pitch through the wickets of McGuire. Coming in to score from third base is Brad Beasley. Moving up to second is Lucas Denny. Wild pitch on the play. 5-3 now. Runner at second. Still nobody out in the inning. The count is 2 balls and no strikes on Daniel Cope. Cope was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Long look at second, and the pitch is ball 3 inside. After Daniel Cope, it is Dustin Yates, the first baseman. Spinning off the back of the mound. Rio. Ball 4 high. First and second, 1 out now, and Brian McCrae will come to the mound and take the baseball from Claire Eccles, so her night is done. She goes 2 1/3, allowing 3 runs, 1 earned. HarbourCats go to the bullpen, so we'll step aside and be right back. 5-3 HarbourCats in the top of the third.
Awesome time this year broadcasting all home games for the Victoria HarbourCats live out of the truck on GoLiveBroadcast.com. Here's your 2016 Victoria HarbourCats Plays of the Year. Enjoy.
3-2 again, swung on, hit high and deep to left field. To the track, to the wall, Alcantara reaches up and pulls it back. A.J. Alcantara. Bunted third base side, Pleshkel steps up, goes to first in time. Swung on into left center field, it gets down. Cameron Cannon has walked off the Bendel. Up within center is Stone. He fires, but the tag is made by Guntrip. What a play by Riley Guntrip. Bellingham may contest. 1-0 pitch grounded to short. June to Floyd. Over to first to Pryor. Double play around the horn. 6-4-3. That'll send us to the bottom of the 9th inning. He gets into this one high and deep to left field at the track, the wall. That ball is off the wall. 1-0 pitch. Fly ball left field. That has a charge on it, to the track, to the wall, that ball is gone. Griffin Andrechuk. The pitch is lined into left field, staying up though, and the sliding grab is made by Snyder in left field. Bunch shown, snap throw to first, it's a good throw and you got him. Welcome back to Go Live broadcast coverage of the Victoria HarbourCats and the Yakima Valley Pippins. 5-3 the HarbourCats currently lead. We have nobody out in the top of the third. I misspoke a moment ago. Nobody out in the top of the third. Our run is in. And Blake Hanna delivers strike 1 to Dustin Yates. Claire Eccles goes 2 innings plus 3 batters. She allows 3 runs, 1 earned on 6 hits with her first career strikeout and 1 walk. Bunch shown early on the 0-1 pitch and taken back for ball 1. Gets behind McGuire a little bit. The throw is late. Then he alertly took third base on Shane McGuire as that pitch got behind by just a couple of feet. So the runners are now at the corners with nobody out. First baseman Dustin Yates singled and drove in a run in his first at-bat. That is low. Set for 2-1. The pitch is a swing and a miss on a breaking pitch from Hanna, 2-2. Blake Hanna, the second-year HarbourCat, a rising junior out of UC Davis. This is his 6th appearance. He's worked 6 1/3 innings, allowing 1 run on 6 hits with a walk and a strikeout. That ball is fouled high over the right side. HarbourCats with 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Pippins with 2 in the first and 1 here in the third. They still have nobody out and runners at the corners. 2-2 to Yates, throws his bat at it and comes up with a single past the diving Harry Shipley. Coming in to score is Lucas Denny, and Daniel Cope goes to second. A valiant attempt by shortstop Harry Shipley on that soft liner up the middle. Pitch was outside. Dustin Yates just leaned over and threw his bat at it. Comes up with an RBI single. It's now 5-4 as Nick Playa stands in. That run is earned to Claire Eccles. Bunt is put down foul by Playa. Playa 1 for 1, singled back in the first inning. Hits are now 7-3 as these two teams seem determined to not play a simple baseball game here this week. 0-1 bunt shown, taken back. Throw from McGuire. The taggy's out. What a play from catcher Shane McGuire. He saw Daniel Cope straying off the bag at second base, and Harry Shipley shadowed him back into the bag, and the throw was on the money. So Cope is erased. That's a big out for the HarbourCats. Now throw to first base with the runner straying off, but the throw was offline. Good job by first baseman Po-Ha Wong getting a piece of that to keep it on the infield. Shane McGuire being very active defensively tonight. So now we have runner at first, 1 out. 2 runs in here in the top of the third. Ground ball towards the on-deck hitter. 5-4 HarbourCats lead. Both these teams trying to gain traction in their second half. The HarbourCats at 5-3, Yakima at 2-2. Ground ball, second base, backhand snake, on to short, turned over, what a double play. Call it 2 for Johnson, Shipley, and Wong. That'll shut down the top of the third. But the Pippins get 2 to climb back into it. We go to the bottom of the third. 5-4 HarbourCats here is part 2 of a July 9 highlight pack here on Go Live Broadcasts. RBI double for Colton Cosner opens the lead to 5-1. That one is blooped past first base. It'll get down on the right field line, a base hit. That will score the runner from second, Cosner, as Runge slides into second with the double. Back-to-back RBI doubles for the Bend Elks with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. And they're padding their lead now up 6-1. Would raise their overall record to 14 and 19, and this will do it. Shovel over to first base, and that's the ball game. Final score 6-1 Bend. They take it to the HarbourCats a little bit in the opener and the finale, winning 2 out of 3 this weekend. Well, it's just the way baseball works sometimes. You make a star play defensively to end the inning, and you lead off the next half inning. That is the case for Tucker Johnson. He started a nifty 4-6-3 double play ball to end the top of the third. Now he leads off the bottom half. First pitch is robbed by third baseman Ellis. What a diving play by Mitch Ellis at third base to rob Tucker Johnson of extra bases. Well, I guess it's only fair. You take one away and you get one robbed yourself. 1 out for Andrew Shaps. The DH Andrew Shaps takes strike 1. He walked and scored in the first inning. So the play by Johnson and now the play by Ellis is a safe bet to be in the highlight pack tonight. 1-1 now to Shaps. HarbourCats have 5 runs on just 3 hits. Yakima 4 on 7. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Still left-hander John Fuqua on the mound for Yakima into his 3rd inning of work. 2 errors committed by Yakima tonight. Missing outside, 2-2. HarbourCats are already into their bullpen. Missing. Count fills at 3-2 to Shaps with Bryce Bonner on deck.
If he is so far away, maybe he wanted to run a lot of fight players.
Full count pitch is lined to left center field. This could split a gap. It gets down, will go all the way to the wall. Shaps turning for 2 and will shut it down there and get back to the bag. A 1-out double for Andrew Shaps. Shaps turned on the gas in between first and second and was full gear around the bag at second before electing to shut it down as it was thrown in by Otska at the wall in center. So the HarbourCats with a couple of good swings here in the bottom of the third. The line out by Johnson and now the double by Andrew Shaps. Third baseman Bryce Bonner now. Shaps bluffs at second base. The pitch is strike 1 to Bonner. Sorry, ball 1. 4 hits now for the HarbourCats. 1-0 is a strike. They're looking to add back on to what was a 5-2 lead. Look at second. 2 looks, and now time is called. The series finale goes tomorrow night at 6:35. And then the HarbourCats have a pair of non-league games this weekend. Pitch is in the dirt, ball 2. Sliding over to block it is Daniel Cope. Both catchers have had their difficulties tonight, as that one is lined to right field. Stepping up to make the play in right field is DeLuca, and staying at second base is Shaps. A couple of pass balls tonight, as I was saying, on Cope. A couple of balls have eluded Shane McGuire, but he's also gunned down a couple of runners. So the runner's still at second base and 2 outs for Po-Hao Wong. Wong is 0 for 1, taking strike 1. John Fuquay trying to deal his first scoreless inning of the night. 1-0. Line to left, curving foul and out of play. Touches down in the Yakima bullpen, where we see a right-hander beginning to throw. One, similar spot. This one will get out on the other side of the barrier fence. A ball on 2 strikes on Po-Hao Wong. 2 outs, and the double of Andrew Shaps still stands at second base. HarbourCats lead 5-4. Runner goes, swung on, ground ball to short. Nick Playa fields and throws. Low throw is dug out. That'll do it for the HarbourCats in the third. A 0 put up by John Fuquay, and we go to the 4th inning with the HarbourCats on top 5-4 here on Go Live Broadcast. We go to the middle innings here on Go Live Broadcast at Royal Athletic Park. The HarbourCats lead 5-4. First pitch is off the glove of Tucker Johnson into right field. That was off the bat of Mitch Ellis. Error charged on Tucker Johnson on that sharply hit ground ball. HarbourCats have now committed 2 errors tonight. Runner at first base, and the hitter is Tyler Bassetti. The pitcher still Blake Hanna for the HarbourCats. He took over with nobody out in the 3rd inning. Allowed a RBI single and then induced a double play ball. Throw over. Also in the inning, last inning, Shane McGuire picked off Daniel Cope at second base. 2-0 pitch is roped foul down the left field line. This game well over 1 hour gameplay already as we begin the top of the 4th inning. Similar to last night's game. Set by Hanna, and the pitch is popped up left side. Back is Bonner, foul territory. Shipley takes over and makes the play. Rushes it back in quickly. We've seen Harry Shipley make that play now 3 times the last few days. He comes all the way over from short and is able to fairly routinely, at least it looked like, make the play in foul territory down the left field line. So there's one out as the Pippins go back to the top of the order for right fielder Johnny DeLuca. Throw over from Hannah to check on Mitch Ellis. First pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, and 1 pitch, swing and a miss, delayed steal, no throw from McGuire. Stealing second base with the head first slide is Mitch Ellis. So a runner at second base now, 1 out, as Yakima tries to tie the ball game here in the top of the 4th inning. Swung on, grounded foul towards the dugout. 5-4 HarbourCats. They scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Yakima with 2 in the first and third. Oh and 2. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. McGuire held it there for a second. 12 innings offensively in this series for Yakima. They have scored in 10 of them, and they have scored 2 runs in 6 of them. Ripped, a fair ball down the right field line. That'll nestle in the corner for DeLuca. Coming in to score is Ellis. DeLuca goes for 3. The relay throw will not be made. RBI triple for Johnny DeLuca. Mitch Ellis scores to tie it at 5. Back-to-back games that Yakima has erased an early deficit to the HarbourCats. Last night it was 6-1, and tonight it is 5-2 that gets erased. Runner at third base now, 1 out. The infield comes in for the at-bat of Tora Otska. Strike 1 to Otska. Otska walked in the first, struck out in the second. Again, the infield is in for this at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So that kind of reflects the urgency from Brian McCray, the head coach for the HarbourCats, sensing the direction that this game is starting to take on. Not wanting to see a repeat of last night's game. Ball 1 from right-hander Blake Hanna. HarbourCats bats fell asleep last night after the 6-run first. They scored in the first 2 innings tonight to build a 5-2 lead. As that pitch misses, 2-2 on Otska. Runner at third base, Johnny DeLuca, with his RBI single. Two and 2. Bouncing to the right side of Shane McGuire, but not far. The count dips to 3-2 on Otska. After Otska is Brad Beasley, who has already doubled and scored tonight. Beasley also homered last night. So a dangerous bat on deck. 3-2. Grounded past the mound into center field. The base hit for Tora Otska. An RBI single will score Johnny DeLuca, and the Yakima Valley Pippins have the 6-5 lead. Yakima has now scored exactly 2 runs 7 times in 13 innings in this series. Missing for ball 1, HarbourCat pitching has only held Yakima scoreless twice in this series. Brad Beasley 1 for 2 with the double and a run scored. There's a runner at first base, 2 runs in this top of the 4th inning. 6-5 Yakima leads. Throw over to first base to check on Otsuka. Decent lead, good speed on first base. Fouled back there, 1-1. 6 runs on 9 hits for Yakima. They put up 15 hits a night ago. There is a right-hander throwing in the bullpen for the HarbourCats. 1-1 pitch is out of play, high over the right side. One-two is strike 3 called on a good breaking pitch, snapped off by Blake Hanna. That is his first strikeout of his outing. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Pippins have struck out twice tonight. Claire Eccles has had 1, and now Hanna has 1. Swung on, hit high and deep to right field. That ball is back, and that ball is gone. Lucas Denny goes large right. A 2-run shot. Yakima has 4 in this top of the 4th, and they extend their lead out. It's now 8-5. For Lucas Denny, that's his first home run of the series and his 4th hit. Two-run home run, 4th of the year for Lucas Denny. Has the Pippins ahead now 8-5, and now they're going to check at first base. And yes, he did touch first base on his way around the bases. Otsuka comes around to score on the home run. First pitch, swing and a miss on Daniel Cope. The catcher, Daniel Cope, has no at-bats yet tonight. He has been hit and he has walked 1 time. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Hanna works ahead. Trying to shut down this top of the 4th. That has seen Yakima storm ahead with a 4-run frame to lead 8-5. Strike 3 called. Another breaking pitch gets the 2nd strikeout of the inning for Blake Hanna. But a 4-run inning highlighted by Lucas Denny's 4th home run of the year. Deep to right puts Yakima ahead 8-5 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning here on Go Live Broadcasts.
We know that the whole on this side to show them what they brought to the park here today. This is a little bit fun. I'll ask you to home what this means to your girls when they start to really enjoy it. And I know Sam came here for the school game, and you guys have been to a couple other games as well. So So it's not just when one person's pitching, but everybody else. You guys are really enjoying it. So tell me what your girls have said about this outside of the games and what they follow with this. Sign of the times there. Listen, I want to thank you for doing this. There's a big democracy, so you guys can go there. And thank you for supporting you guys. Appreciate it. Awesome spin. I'm getting high.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and the HarbourCats now trail 8-5. Jonathan Hudson with you for Go Live broadcast, second of 3 between the HarbourCats and the Yakima Valley Pippins. A new right-hander is on the mound for Yakima. John Fuqua goes 3 innings in the start for the Pippins. The new right-hander is Kyle Nickel, 5'9", 155. He's going to be a sophomore at Cal State Northridge. Jake Garella takes ball 1 outside, 1-1. Garella fouls that down the right side. Bottom third of the order in the inning. The first time around they were 2 for 3 as they set up a 2-run second. Jake Garella led off that second inning with a single. Outside. Nickel comes set for the 2-2 on Jake Garella. Garella takes ball 3. On deck is Shane McGuire. He also singled. Sorry, that got changed to a fielder's choice, but he did reach in the second. Payoff pitch to Garella, ripped foul. Kyle Nickel making his 9th appearance, has started 1 game. Pitch number 7 to Garella is ball 4 inside, leadoff walk. 14 1/3 innings for Kyle Nickel, 23 hits, 11 walks against 10 strikeouts. He is 0-1 with 2 saves and an 11.93 ERA. Leadoff walk will bring in Shane McGuire. That's the 4th walk issued to HarbourCats hitting tonight. Bunt shown taking ball 1. Starter John Fuqua walked 3 in the 3-run first. All the runs were the walks that came around to score. Fuqua goes 3 innings, allowing 5 runs on 4 hits, the 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. Long pause before the 1-1. Here it comes. Grounded to the right side over the head of Yates at first base. A base hit. Going first to third on the play is Gorilla. And the HarbourCats setting up shop. First and third, nobody out. Five hits now for the HarbourCats. A walk and a single aboard here in the bottom of the fourth. They trail 8-5. They once led this game 5-2. Trying to claw back, and here is center fielder Connor Whitney. Whitney grounded back to the pitcher in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Whitney now batting 100 after that ground out. 3 for 30. Would love to bust out right here. Gorilla on third, McGuire at first. Oh and 1. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. HarbourCats have stranded 2 runners so far. Last night they stranded a bunch. 1-1 pitch is ball 2. To be more precise in that game last night, they stranded 12 in the game a night ago. Strike 2. 2-2 on Whitney. Whitney also pitches, but primarily an outfielder. Two and 2. Foul down the right field line, curving, and will get down safely into the bullpen, where the HarbourCats look to have somebody up. Claire Eccles and Blake Hanna have worked tonight for the HarbourCats. Both have had their difficulties. 8 runs on 10 hits through 4 innings for Yakima. The old third to first move, everybody back. Two and 2 to Whitney. Check swing and a pitch outside. Did he go? No, sir. Count fills at 3-2. Kyle Nickel working hard here in his first inning of work, allowing a leadoff walk, a single, and now working to a 3-2 count on Connor Whitney. 3-2 inside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning, loads the bases with nobody out for the top of the order. Bases loaded for Harry Shipley. He walked in the first, scored, and drove in a run on a ground ball in the second. Right-hander Kyle Nickel has had his difficulties this year out of the pen for Yakima, and another tough inning here as he delivers ball 1 and a quick mound visit for Kyle Nickel. Nobody up in the pen for the Pippins. Reflects the fact that they don't have a lot of depth in the staff, counting on Nickel to right the ship and find a way to minimize the damage here in the bottom of the fourth. HarbourCats really need a crooked number right here. They've struggled in these spots ever since Friday. They dropped 2 of 3 on the weekend to Bend, and they lost the opener in a bit of a clunker last night to Yakima. Bo Kearns returns to the dugout for Yakima, and the Harry Shipley at bat will continue. It's 1-0. Jake Gorilla walks. He's now at third. McGuire singled his way aboard. He's at second. And Connor Whitney loaded the bases with his walk. 1-0 pitch is ball 2. Nowhere to put him, so Harry Shipley is working himself into a good situation here. Ahead in the count, 2-0, with the bases loaded. 2-0, ball 3 outside. Walks are now potentially rearing their head again for Yakima. 3 of them scored in the first. There's already 2 of them aboard here in the 4th inning, and the count is 3-0 on Harry Shipley. 3-0 pitch is down the middle, 3 balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th, 8-5 Yakima Valley leading. The HarbourCats threatening. 3-1 pitch is ball 4. 3rd walk of the inning. Still nobody out. That will score Gorilla from 3rd. McGuire to 3rd, Whitney to 2nd. Shipley aboard on the RBI walk. Second RBI of the night for Harry Shipley, without the benefit of the base hit, and that's the theme of the night. 6 runs on 5 hits for the HarbourCats. And Hunter Vansaw is now pinch hitting for Sam Cachola. Called strike 1. Brian McCray going to his bench early, looking for an infusion of offense. Hunter Vansaw gives you your best chance. 4 home runs, 18 RBIs, comes in batting .392. Cachola exits 1 for 1 with a walk. That ball is lined to left for a base hit. 1 will score. Held is the trail runner. RBI single Vansaw, and the HarbourCats have cut it to 8-7. Bases still loaded with nobody out. McGuire scores. Tucker Johnson steps in. Johnson 0 for 2. Ball 1. All 5 batters to face the new right-hander for Yakima, Kyle Nickel. All 5 have reached in the inning, and 2 have scored. 1-0 pitch, grounded foul. Tucker Johnson had a good swing in the 3rd. He hit a ball on the screws on the backhand side of third base, where Ellis made a diving play. Midge Ellis took away extra bases from Johnson in the 3rd. 1-1 pitch is inside, ball 2. The HarbourCats have taken 6 walks tonight in 3+ innings. They're back in this baseball game, trailing Yakima 8-7. (2-1). Grounded to third base, foul. 2-2. This game hitting 8:15 in the bottom of the 4th inning, and we still got nobody out. Second straight night. I hope you don't have post-game plans, because these 2 apparently plan on being here for a while. 2-2 to Johnson outside, 3-2. Cope had to reach way outside to keep that ball from going to the backstop. Gorilla and McGuire have already scored. Whitney, Shipley, and Vansaw are aboard. 3-2 with the bases loaded, nobody out, crowd getting into it. Payoff. Ground ball, foul past third. 8 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for Yakima. 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Victoria. Another 3-2 to Johnson. Hit on the screws to second base, onto the bag, turned over to first, a double play. On the back end of the play, Connor Whitney will score to tie the game at 8. Tough luck double play there for Johnson, hit it hard at second baseman Bassetti. Bassetti and Playa then turned the 4-6-3 double play. So 2 outs, no RBI on the play as Whitney scores. 8-8 now the tie. Runner at third base and 2 outs for Andrew Shaps.
Make it through this at bat.
Andrew Shaps takes ball 1, so the HarbourCats responding to the Pippins 4 spot with a 3 of their own here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. Ground ball, high chopper to the right side. Second baseman Bassetti to first, that'll do it. 4 complete. It's a wild one. The HarbourCats have tied it at 8 as we go to the 5th here on Go Live Broadcast.
Center field. Dayton Coble going back. This is over his head, and it's over the wall. Kevin Collard will touch them all. The HarbourCats have tied the game 1-1. Beno with a fly ball to right field, and this is going to go back and out of here. There's a drive to left field by Alcantara. This is up, and out. Grand slam for A.J. Alcantara. This is driven into center field. A base hit for Floyd. DeBoer in to score, and it's 3-1 for the HarbourCats. P.J. Floyd is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in tonight's game.
Welcome back to Go Live Broadcast coverage of the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Victoria HarbourCats. 8-8 as we go to the 5th inning. The new right-hander for the HarbourCats. Third pitcher of the night is Noah Pruitt, the rising sophomore out of San Diego. Pruitt, an infielder as well, has been good on the mound. 4 appearances, 6 1/3. 1 run on 6 hits with a walk and a strikeout, with a 1.42 ERA. Gives us a chance to bring in our guest for the top of the 5th inning, Mike Edwards. Mike, thanks for coming up.
Thanks, John. Good to be back here, and a lot going on tonight, isn't there?
It's been that kind of series. The HarbourCats pitching has only held Yakima scoreless in 3 innings in this series, but to the HarbourCats' credit, the bats making a comeback in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss there on Dustin Yates on the first pitch.
Bats did make a nice comeback in the bottom of the 4th inning, and that's what you like to see. After what happened last night, the Pippins kind of went ahead and then just kept adding to the lead and put it out of reach, so the HarbourCats not taking any chances, answering right back to tie the game.
Dustin Yates, the first baseman, is 2 for 2 with a couple of RBI singles tonight. 0-2 is strike 3 called. 3-pitch strikeout for Noah Pruitt starts the top of the 5th inning. We're seeing something we haven't seen much of this year at RAP the last couple of nights, long baseball games, and we saw something we haven't seen all year last night in the out-of-town scoreboard.
We did, and yesterday marked the first time this season that the entire South Division swept the North. And so what happened? All 5 South Division teams defeated their North Division opponents to bring the South Division 9 games above 500 already in the second half of the season.
That one roped foul down the right field line. 0-2 on Nick Playa.
And John, in the first half, the North Division was 12 games above 500 collectively, which of course meant that the South was 12 games under the 500 mark.
0-2 bouncing in, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But sorry, John. That script, I should say, has been flipped so far here in the second half, just to finish up this point, with the South already 9 games, as I mentioned, above 500, a couple weeks past the point where the record's reset.
1-2 fouled away. The HarbourCats in a virtual tie for first place with Wenatchee, 5-3. The HarbourCats 3-1. The Apple Sox, but of course Wenatchee gets first place right now due to win percentage. Missing for ball 2. Another thing is that the half system, the halves are short, just 27 games, so you don't want to get too far behind in the loss column, which is another factor the HarbourCats are looking at right now. Swing and a miss, strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts for Noah Pruitt.
Yeah, you're right, John. It's a good point. The halves do come and go very quickly, which means it's never too early to start scoreboard watching. And so the HarbourCats, after a tough loss last night by a score of 12-6, it would have been a welcome sight for them to go back into the clubhouse, take a look at the scoreboard, and see all of the rest of their rivals in the North Division dropping their contests last night.
Bunt stabbed at and missed by Mitch Ellis, the third baseman. We got 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Kelowna, one last interesting note, the Kelowna Falcons won the first half. They are 1-7 in the second half. They will face, as their strike 2, they will face the second half winner in the playoffs. So if they keep scuffling, a little bit of incentive for the second half winner, that they might have a little bit of a potentially softer route to the final. That one is grounded to short, gloved and thrown across by Shipley. 1-2-3, but I guess we'll take that one as the HarbourCats set Yakima down quickly. Mike, thanks for coming in.
Thanks as always, John.
We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning in an 8-8 tie here on Go Live Broadcast.
Leading off for your HarbourCats, the catcher, the third baseman from Purdue, number 10, Bryce Bonner.
Bottom of the 5th inning in an 8-8 tie between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Victoria HarbourCats. Swing and a miss from Bryce Bonner. 5, 6, 7, Bonner, Wong, and Gorilla. Bryce Bonner 0 for 1 with the sac fly RBI tonight. Oh, 1 pitch, ball 1. Right-hander Kyle Nickel into his 2nd inning of work for Yakima. He allowed 3 walks and a hit, 2 hits in the 4th inning as the HarbourCats scored 3 to draw closer at 8-7. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2 on Bonner. One, 2. Is strike 3 called. Pitching potentially settling in now at long last halfway through this game. Noah Pruitt was very good in the top of the 5th inning. 1, 2, 3 with 2 strikeouts. And now Kyle Nichols, dating back to the end of the 4th inning, has retired his last 3 batters, and one of those batters was a double play ball. This is Pohao Wong. He takes outside ball 1. The 1-0. Upstairs, Wong is 0 for 2 with the strikeout and a ground ball. Grounded to third base, charging, throwing on the run. Throw is high and it's down the right field line. Turning for second is Pohao Wong. It's on the right field line. He's into second on the throwing error. That will be charged to third baseman Mitch Ellis. That is the 3rd error of the night on Yakima. Three errors defensively, 6 walks allowed by the pitchers, and a pair of pass balls. A little bit of a sloppy evening so far for Yakima, as the HarbourCats try to take the lead back. They last led this game at 5-2 in the 2nd. Ball 1 to Jake Gorilla. Gorilla has singled and walked, has scored twice. 1-0, grounded to short. Nick Playa scoops, steps, and throws on the money. A little bit low, but staying on the bag is the Gates. 4 out, number 2. Two outs, runner at second base for Shane McGuire. McGuire 1 for 1 with a couple of runs scored. Ball 1. HarbourCats being out hit 10-6 tonight. But the game in an 8-8 tie right now. HarbourCats were out hit last night 15-10 in the 12-6 loss.
It's not super sharp, don't worry.
2-0 pitch is ball 3. After Jake Gorilla, Shane McGuire would bat. Gorilla just grounded out. This is, of course, Shane McGuire with the 3-0 count. Inside corner strike call, 3-1. Connor Whitney is on deck. Look back to second and the pitch is hit high and deep to left field. This is trouble back at the track at the wall. That ball is off the wall for McGuire. Coming in to score is Po Hao Wong, and the HarbourCats have retaken a 9-8 lead. McGuire picks up his second hit of the day, his first RBI. Impressive pop there from the young catcher. A freshman commit of San Diego goes off the wall the other way on the RBI double. So the HarbourCats put up a run for the second straight inning and now lead 9-8. Here is Riley Zajac pinch hitting for Connor Whitney. Whitney exits 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Riley Zajac, the pinch hitter, a left-handed bat.
I just don't want injury. That's what I'm avoiding.
2-0.
Then you should stand in front of him.
2-0 pitch is ball 3. The RBI double that scored Po Hao Wong, that is an unearned run. The run scoring with 2 outs after there's been an error committed in the inning. 3-0 is a called strike. Top of the order is on deck.
You phrase it like it actually get work. You'll get a shot. See? All right.
3-1 is outside, ball 4. Riley Zajac draws a walk in his pinch hit at bat. Top of the order for Harry Shipley. He has drawn 2 walks, is 0 for 1, but has 2 RBIs and a run scored tonight. First pitch ripped foul into the dugout. Most of the field under shade now, with the sun fading behind the left side of this stadium. Right field corner with a little bit of sun left. Oh, 1 is missing 1 ball and 1 strike. Game just about to hit 2 hours gameplay as we play with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 is ripped up the middle. That's a base hit into center for Shipley. Coming around to score as the throw is cut off is Shane McGuire. And the HarbourCats have a 2 spot here in the bottom of the 5th. They now lead 10-8. Couple of 2-out runs manufactured by the HarbourCats. Both of them are unearned. An error opening the door for this offense. And now Hunter Van Saw will get his second at bat with first and second. Harry Shipley's on the board with this first hit, and that is his 3rd RBI. First pitch is ball 1 outside. Kyle Nickel still in the game for Yakima, the second pitcher of the night for the Pippins. This is his 2nd inning of work. He's given up 5 runs on 4 walks and 4 hits. Ball 2 to Van Saw. Hunter collected a single in the 4th inning and also drove in a run. He took over for Sam Cachola, who was 1 for 1 with an RBI single and a walk. 2-0 pitch taken for strike. Two one, ground ball, chopper to second base, gloved and thrown in time. That'll do it. But the HarbourCats strike twice in the bottom of the fifth to take a 10-8 lead as we go to the sixth here on Go Live Broadcast. We go to the sixth inning, 10-8 HarbourCats. Noah Pruitt returns for his second inning of work. He delivered the best inning of the series for the HarbourCats in the fifth inning, retiring the Pippins in order with 2 strikeouts. Pitch bounces in for 1-1. Tyler Bassetti, the second baseman, leading off the top of the sixth for Yakima. Yakima with 8 runs on 10 hits. HarbourCats with 10 runs on 8 hits. Inside ball 2. 9-1-2 Bassetti and then back up to DeLuca and Otska. 2 ground ball, backhand play by Bonner, up with it. The throw sails though and will be off the barrier, bounding back into right field. Into second base on the air is Tyler Bassetti. Third error of the night on the HarbourCats. And now Bryce Bonner is in, and he was injured on that throw. That's the reason why the throw sailed on him. And Tanner McGaw is out to tend to him. So Bryce Bonner exits due to injury. That's the reason why the throw sailed on him. And he is being taken straight into the locker room by Tanner McGaw. So we'll see who the new third baseman is for the HarbourCats. That's not a good sight. Looks like Cole Weiss will play third base now. Weiss will take over due to the injury to Bryce Bonner. One pitch is a called strike, 1-2. Hitter Johnny DeLuca has been aboard twice and scored 2 runs and has driven in 1. 0-2, Noah Pruitt works ahead. 0-2. Ground ball to second base. Tucker Johnson gloves and throws. 1 out. Productive at bat for Johnny DeLuca will send Bassetti to third base with 1 out. Tora Otska is the hitter with a runner at third, 1 out. 10-8 HarbourCats in the top of the 6th inning. Lights are on. The entire field is under shade. That one ripped into right center field will get down for a base hit and will score the run. Tora Otska, RBI single. His second hit of the night and second RBI. Draws the Pippins closer at 10-9. Bassetti scores. That run is unearned after Bassetti reached on the throwing error to Bryce Bonner. But the more important thing is we wish him all the best as he has been removed with an apparent arm injury. That's why the throw sailed on him. Called strike 1 on Brad Beasley. Beasley has a hit and a run scored tonight. Kept in front by McGuire. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brad Beasley doubled in the third. One. Upstairs, 2-1. Both teams with 3 errors tonight. 2-1. Inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Pruitt was very sharp in the 5th inning, having to battle a little bit more here in the 6th, giving up a hit and an unearned run. Behind Beasley is Lucas Denny, who has had a big night. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Shipley on to Johnson. Over to first. A double play. Pohau Long finishes it with the stretch. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Yakima gets 1 more. 10-9 HarbourCats here on Go Live Broadcasts. Tucker Johnson leads off the HarbourCats' 6th inning. 10-9 they lead Yakima in another wild one. This one has probably taken another step from last night's game. 12-6 a night ago. First pitch swinging, fly ball center field, not deep. Otsuka will make the catch for out number 1. One pitch, one out. We'll bring in Andrew Shaps. Shaps 1 for 2 with the double and a walk. HarbourCats have just 8 hits tonight, but have made the most of all their extra opportunities, scoring 10 runs. Called strike 1. A game of runs tonight, and extended runs. Missing outside. Dustin Yates is now on the mound for Yakima. 1-1 pitch is ball 2. Yakima scored the first 2 runs. HarbourCats scored the next 5. Yakima scored the next 6. And the HarbourCats scored the next 5 before Yakima scored a run in the top of the 6th. Big swing and a miss, 2-2 to Andrew Shaps. Two and 2 is hit hard through the right side for a base hit. Just to the left of Tyler Bassetti at second base. And Andrew Shaps has his second hit of the night. This is Cole Weiss, who took over defensively for Bryce Bonner in the top of the inning after Bonner was injured on a throw. Cole Weiss takes ball 1 at the feet. Freshman out of UNC Wilmington, hitting .286 coming into play tonight. Bonner was 0 for 2 with an RBI sac fly before he exited due to injury. The 1-0 pitch. Runner goes, fouled away though, the left side, giving chase into the bullpen. That stayed in play, but gets down and hops out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cole Weiss. Andrew Shaps was off on that last pitch from first base. Dustin Yates on the mound. He began the day at first base. So Yakima will forfeit the DH for the rest of the game. Yates going to be a sophomore at Washington State. And a balk has been called before that last pitch that settled in the dirt, so Shaps will take second base. Of all the things we've seen tonight, that's the first balk we've seen. One upstairs, 2-1. The HarbourCats have led by no more than 2 runs. That happened twice at 2-0 and 10-8. Called strike. 2-2. Yakima has led by as many as 3, and that was an 8-5 lead in the 4th inning. Two and 2 to Weiss. Is lined to third base off the glove of Ellis. And now realizing it, going to third base is Shaps, and into second with a double is Weiss. Shaps' first motion was going back to second as he assumed that ball was going to get caught on the line drive to third baseman Mitch Ellis. It was not, and they're flashing E5 on the scoreboard. And as a result, Shaps cannot score on the play. He stops at third, so second and third, 1 out now for Pohao Wong. 4 errors on Yakima. Ground ball right side, glove stepping on the bag, going to the plate. It's a good throw, he's safe. Andrew Shaps barely beats the throw and the tag at home plate on the ground ball to first base off the bat of Pohao Wong. So the HarbourCats have an 11-9 lead now. Runner at third base, 2 out for Jake Gorilla. RBI ground out for Pohao Wong. And the HarbourCats have scored for 3 consecutive innings now to lead 11-9. First pitch popped up right side, not deep. 2 fielders converge, taking charge is DeLuca to end the inning. The team scored runs in the 6th inning, and we go to the 7th with the HarbourCats on top of Yakima 11-9 here on Go Live Broadcast. Top of the 7th arrives in Victoria with the HarbourCats leading 11-9 over the Yakima Valley Pippins. First pitch is ball 1 to Lucas Denny. 4, 5, and 6 will hit in the inning for Yakima. Noah Pruitt returns to the mound for the HarbourCats, dealing ball 2. 2 innings of work for Noah Pruitt. 1 unearned run on 1 hit with 2 strikeouts. Lash foul over the left side. Lots of unearned runs on both sides tonight. Yakima has scored 3 unearned runs, and the HarbourCats have scored 4. 2-1 is low. 3-1. Denny, Cope, and Yates are scheduled. Lucas Denny, the DH, is 3 for 3 with a home run. Swung on, hit high and deep to center field. Back is Shaps at the track, at the wall. That ball is gone. Lucas Denny goes dead center field for his 2nd home run of the night. And Yakima has reached double figures. It's 11-10. My oh my, Lucas Denny goes to the deepest part of the yard for the leadoff home run. 2 of them on the night. He has now driven in 4 runs. Ground ball to second base. Tucker Johnson scoops and throws, 1 out. That'll bring in the pitcher, Dustin Yates. Yates started the day as the first baseman, is now pitching. Line past the mound, second base. Johnson sets his feet and throws in time for the second out. Nick Playa will step in now. 2 2/3 innings worked by Noah Pruitt, allowing 2 runs, 1 earned. He's delivering some quality work for the HarbourCats. That's a blooper pass first base. Pohao Wong can't get there as it goes over his shoulder for a base hit. 2-out single for Nick Playa. Playa has 2 hits now, and Yakima has 13. Yakima was held off the scoreboard in just 1 inning last night, and they've been held scoreless just twice tonight. There's a ground ball to backhand side, through for a base hit into center field. Going first to third is the lead runner, Playa. A single for Mitch Ellis past the outstretched glove of Tucker Johnson, and that'll spell the end of the night for Noah Pruitt. He goes 2 2/3 innings, allowing 2 runs, 1 earned on 3 hits with a couple of strikeouts. We'll be back here in a moment on Go Live broadcast with the new reliever. Top of the 7th inning, HarbourCats lead 11-10. Top of the 7th resumes. A run has scored on a Lucas Denny home run, his second of the night. 11-10. The HarbourCats lead Yakima. First and third, 2 outs, and the new right-hander is Indigo Diaz, delivering ball 1 low to Tyler Bassetti. Bassetti 1 for 3 tonight. This is Indigo Diaz's 14th appearance. Outside ball 2. 17 and a third, 17 hits, 10 walks against 23 strikeouts. He is 1-0 with a 5.19 ERA. 2-0 is ball 3. Top of the order is on deck in Johnny DeLuca. Fourth armor of the night is Indigo Diaz. All 4 high. That's the one bugaboo for Indigo Diaz, who is an all-star in the West Coast League. There's low 90s fastball. He's going into his sophomore year at Iowa Western. Bases loaded. Right fielder Johnny DeLuca stands in. DeLuca had an RBI triple in the 4th inning. Big swing and a miss. Yakima has scored 1 here in the top of the 7th as they trail the HarbourCats 11-10. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Diaz consistently 90-91 in this inning, typically where he is. Now it's 0-2 with 2 outs. The crowd trying to help Indigo Diaz maintain this lead. 0-2 is strike 3 called. Great breaking pitch snapped off by Indigo Diaz to leave the bases loaded. We go to the stretch here at RAP. The HarbourCats lead 11-10 on Go Live Broadcast. Bottom of the 7th inning, the HarbourCats lead 11-10. Dustin Yates back to the mound for Yakima, and Shane McGuire leads off. McGuire takes a strike. Shane is 2 for 3, with 3 runs scored and a run driven in. There's a breaking pitch for a strike, 1-2. HarbourCats being out hit 14-9, but holding the 11-10 edge. 1-2 is grounded to second base. Scoop and throw from Bassetti for out number 1. Here is Riley Zajac. Zajac took over as a pinch hitter for Connor Whitney in the 5th inning, drawing a walk. That's ball 1 from Yates. The HarbourCats trying to improve to 6-3 in the second half. Upstairs, they entered the day in a virtual tie for first place with Wenatchee, who sits at 3-1. 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Zajac comes in hitting .250 with 4 home runs. 2-1 is ball 3. Top of the order is on deck. 3-1. Big swing and a miss. Again, 3-2. The HarbourCats have a left-hander in the bullpen. Payoff pitch to Zajac. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Yates gets the fastball by Zajac 3 times in that at-bat. 2 outs. Top of the order for Harry Shipley, who has had a nice night. Has a hit, 2 walks, and 3 RBIs. Takes ball 1. 1-0. Swung on, hit the other way to left center field. That has some length on it. That'll get down off the wall for Shipley. Extra bases into second with a double. Harry Shipley with the big night, 2 hits, and has reached safely 4 times to go along with his 3 runs driven in. And the HarbourCats have another 2-out run scoring opportunity. Double-digit hits now for the HarbourCats. And Hunter Vansaw will dig in for his 3rd at-bat. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. First pitch, strike 1. Oh, 1 fouled back. We hear courtesy Yakima broadcaster Jack Benjamin, who does a great job on the ESPN affiliate in Yakima, that Bend is hitting around the Bellingham Bells for the 3rd straight night. The score tonight is 14-7 as they try to sweep the Bells. 0-2 to Vansaw. Breaking pitch stays up and away. 1-2. Bend 1-2 of 3 from the HarbourCats, and now trying to take all 3 from Bellingham. That would be an impressive road trip for Bend. 1-2 pitch, grounded to shortstop. Nick Playa gloves and throws in time. That'll do it. The HarbourCats go down with just the double for Shipley. We go to the 8th inning here on Go Live Broadcast, and for the first time in a while, the score holds at 11-10. Indigo Diaz returns on the mound for the HarbourCats in the top of the 8th inning. 11-10, the HarbourCats still lead. 2, 3, and 4, Otska, Beasley, and Denny in the inning for Yakima. Diaz faced 2 batters in the 7th inning. He walked Bassetti and then struck out DeLuca. 0-1, taken for ball 1. Toru Otska, 2 hits and a walk tonight, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. 1-1 is ball 2 inside. A left-hander still throwing in the bullpen for the HarbourCats. And now we see action for Yakima as well. Two-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack there from Otska. Comes up empty. Toru Otska going into his freshman year at San Diego. Strike 3 called on the 2-2 pitch. Strikeout number 2 for Indigo Diaz. Both of them looking. Diaz came in with 23 strikeouts in 17 innings, and he is up that. Brad Beasley takes ball 1. Beasley doubled and scored in the 3rd. Has hit into a pair of double plays tonight. 1-0 pitch, fouled back. The HarbourCats middle infield has turned the trick on Brad Beasley twice. A 4.63 in the 1st inning and a 6.43 in the 6th inning. Popped up, second baseman Tucker Johnson makes the play for out number 2. Two quick outs for Lucas Denny, but that'll be the day for Indigo Diaz. He'll go 1 inning tonight, walking 1 and then retiring the next 3. He exits with 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 8th inning. HarbourCats going to the pen. Will step aside and be right back. Top of the 8th, 11-10 HarbourCats. Doubles, a triple, and a home run. He lines this one to center field, going back his shaft, it's over his head, and will roll to the wall. 1 will score, 2 will score, throw to the cutoff man, 2 RBI double for Jack Pauly. Full count pitch is grounded to the right side, diving stop at second base, popping up and making the throw. Put a star on that play from second baseman Colin Runge. 1-0. Swung on, hit well to right center field. That gets down. 1 will score. 2 will score. Hunter Vansaw comes through. 3 for 3. And the 3rd one drives in Rempel and Weiss, and we're all tied at 2. Second double of the season. Line through the right, or the left side, a base hit. Getting the wave home is Vansaw. The throw is on line, but late. Tucker Johnson puts the HarbourCats ahead with an RBI single. 1-2. Is strike 3 called. McKellican catches Rogan looking for his second strikeout of the inning and his 6th on the game. That's 6 strong innings for McKillican. Another payoff pitch. Swung on it, hit deep, and gone. Way back to left. So here is a fun matchup coming up. 2 outs, bases clear. Top of the 8th inning, 11-10 HarbourCats. New left-hander is Andrew Shaps. And the hitter is Lucas Denny. Denny has 2 home runs tonight. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch just missing for ball 1. 88 on the gun on that first pitch from Shaps. Has been known to reach the low 90s. Both these men have had tremendous series offensively. Shaps is 5 for 7 at the dish. And Denny, of course, with those 2 home runs tonight to go along with a couple of hits and RBIs last night. The 2-0 is inside for ball 3, it looks like. Denny talking to the home plate umpire as that pitch just misses his right sleeve. It's 3-0. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk to Denny. Shaps walks his first man. There is another right-hander in the pen. The catcher, Daniel Cope, was scheduled. We'll see if that comes to fruition. It is Daniel Cope who comes to the dish, just a second or two late. Cope has been hit, has been walked, and is 0 for 2. First pitch is strike 1. Second appearance on the mound for Andrew Shaps. His first appearance as he deals strike 2 was 1 2/3, allowing a run with 2 strikeouts. But he is one good pitch away from ending this top of the 8th inning, trying to preserve an 11-10 lead for the HarbourCats. Crowd into it. The 0-2. Ball 1. McGuire keeps it in front. Crowd slowly building again, trying to urge Andrew Shaps on, trying to get the HarbourCats out of this top of the 8th. The pitch is strike 3 called. Andrew Shaps walks Lucas Denny, but then strikes out Daniel Cope to end the inning. Yakima goes scoreless. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. One more chance for the HarbourCats to add on. It's 11-10 here on Go Live Broadcast. Bottom of the 8th inning, 11-10 HarbourCats still lead. Tucker Johnson leads off. 3, 4, 5, Johnson, Shaps, and Weiss are scheduled. Tucker Johnson 0 for 4, but has had a couple of good swings though. Missing upstairs. Ball 1-2 Johnson. The HarbourCats have scored 3 runs in 2 separate innings. They have scored 2 runs in 2 separate innings and have 1 inning tonight with a single run, building their 11 runs on 10 hits. 1-1 pitch is a called strike, 1-2. One, two. Low, 2-2. Still Yates on the mound for Yakima. Two and two. Swing and a miss at high fastball. Strike 3 on Johnson. One out for Andrew Shaps, who is now pitching. The HarbourCats forfeiting their DH, as Shaps was the DH at the beginning of the night. Shaps, a couple of hits. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. Missing inside, ball 1. Next game comes your way tomorrow night, 6:35 in the finale of this 3-game series. The HarbourCats hoping that that game is the rubber match. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Yakima won last night 12-6 and 11-10 HarbourCats here. HarbourCats will then have a few days off from league play. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. 2 non-league games on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and then the All-Star break for 2 days on the 17th and 18th. 1-2. Swung on, hit high and deep to right field. That ball's at the track, at the wall. That ball is gone. Andrew Shaps, second home run of the season. His 3rd hit of the night adds a run. The HarbourCats lead 12-10. Andrew Shaps now 6 for 8 in this series. Cole Weiss swings and misses at the first pitch. Weiss reached on an error by the 3rd baseman Ellis in the 6th inning. He took over defensively for Bryce Bonner, who was injured. 0-1, ball 1. 12 runs on 11 hits now for the HarbourCats. 4 of their 12 runs are unearned. 1-1 is a strike, 1-2. 1-2, fouled back. The HarbourCats figure to have Travis Kuhn available. Not a lot of save opportunities recently, as the HarbourCats have dropped 3 of their last 4. And that does look like Kuhn in the bullpen. 1-2 is fouled back. Good battle here by Cole Weiss. 1 out, the HarbourCats have added a run on Andrew Shaps' home run to lead 12-10. One, two, inside. The HarbourCats hitting the home run bowl of late here at home. They're now approaching 30 home runs as a team. 2-2 is ball 3. Behind Weiss is Paul Hao Wong. 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4. One out walk brings in Po Hao Wong, the first baseman. The first baseman, Wong, looking for his first hit of the night. He has been aboard on an error and has driven in a run on a ground ball. And now Dustin Yates will get a mound visit from Bo Kearns, his pitching coach. Yakima has an arm in the left field bullpen just in case Yates can't get through this bottom of the 8th inning. The HarbourCats have added a run on the Shep's home run to lead 12-10. A win would put the HarbourCats up to 6-3. They would maintain at least a share of first place, and a loss would drop Yakima to 2-3. Yakima needs to win the second half in the south, as the HarbourCats need to win the half in the north. And coming into the night, the south was led by Corvallis at 7-1. So they would already be in tough a little bit with the loss tonight. Called strike 0-1 on Wong. Ground ball right side, sliding over from second, the underhand shovel in time from Bassetti to first base. That'll do it for Wong, moving the runner twice up to second base with 2 outs. This is Jake Garella. Garella 1 for 3 with the walk and 2 runs scored. Garella takes high, ball 1. Set for 1-0. Ripped up the third base line, throw for a base hit into the corner. Coming around to score is Weiss. Into second is Garella with an RBI double. The HarbourCats push across a 2-out run here in the bottom of the 8th to extend their lead to 13-10. RBI double for Garella. That's his second hit of the day. Weiss scores on the play. That ball was ripped past a diving Ellis at third. Now a runner at second, 2 outs for Shane McGuire. McGuire is 2 hits. Called strike. Oh, 1. Bouncing in front of the catcher, taking third alertly without a play is Garella. Wild pitch on Yates will move the runner to third with 2 outs. The count is 1-1 on Shane McGuire. Popped up left side, foul ground by the third base dugout. Might be room. There is, and the play is made. That'll do it for the HarbourCats in the bottom of the 8th. But Andrew Shaps hits the second home run, and Jake Garella doubles in Cole Weiss. We go to the 9th inning. The HarbourCats will try to win a baseball game. They lead 13-10 here on Go Live Broadcast.
little bit better. And Syria. Keep it going. I'm giving you one more time. I want to hear you as loud as you can get, Victoria. Come on, you're getting 2 for 1 burgers. Right there, make some noise for yourselves there. Now pitching from the University of San Diego, number 23, Travis Wu.
Top of the 9th inning at Royal Athletic Park in Victoria. 13-10 HarbourCats lead the Yakima Valley Pippins, looking to even up the series. Travis Kuhn is on for the save. 14 appearances for Kuhn, 20 in the 3rd inning, 16 hits, 8 walks, 26 strikeouts, a league-leading 6 saves, and a 2.21 ERA. Freshman out of the University of San Diego, swing and a miss, strike 1 from the pitcher Dustin Yates, who started the day as the first baseman and is 2 for 4. There's strike 2. Oh, 2. Ball 1. A little bit of a buzz in the crowd as they sense the victory. Home wins have been a bit tough to come by this season. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kuhn starts his night with a strikeout. We'll bring in Nick Playa. Playa has 2 hits. The HarbourCats have a 10-9 home record. Not terrible, but the club would love to see that improve a little bit here in the last couple of home series. 1-0 on Nick Playa. There's strike 1. Kuhn working quickly. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Travis Kuhn going for his league-leading 7th save. Much of the crowd has stuck with us tonight as this game crosses the 3-hour mark. Set for 1-2. Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Nick Playa. Behind Playa is Mitch Ellis, the 3rd baseman. There's 1 down in the top of the 9th, and now there's 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Nick Playa. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kuhn. Kuhn now has 27 strikeouts in 21 innings of work on the season, and the last man standing for Yakima is third baseman Mitch Ellis. Ellis has 1 hit tonight. Upstairs, ball 1. 1 for 4 is Ellis. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. The win would put the HarbourCats up to 6-3 in the second half, and Yakima would fall to 2-3. 1-1. Check swing, did he go? Yes, sir, at third base. So, Travis Kuhn and the Victoria HarbourCats are 1 good pitch away from evening up the series here tonight against Yakima. The 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. Crowd rising now for Travis Kuhn. Tapper back to the mound. Second base Johnson charges, glove, throw, wild. And going for second as the ball ricochets back to Wong. Throw into second is late. Throwing error will be charged on a tough play for Tucker Johnson on the slow tapper back to second base. That was over the head of Travis Kuhn. So the ball game continues. 4 errors for both teams tonight. The hitter is Tyler Bosetti. Bosetti has 1 hit, has been walked, and has reached on an error tonight. First pitch, strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Kuhn continues to work ahead. And once again, is 1 good pitch away from the victory. 0-2 with 2 outs. Crowd right into it, hoping to see a HarbourCats victory, and there it is. Travis Kuhn strikes out all 3 in the 9th, sidesteps an error as he records his 7th save of the season, and the HarbourCats win 13-10. With the win, the HarbourCats go up to 6-3. They record their 20th win of the season overall. Their overall record sitting at 20-16. Yakima falls to 2-3 in the second half. The HarbourCats guaranteed themselves at least a share of first place going into tomorrow's rubber match. 6:35 first pitch tomorrow night is the final of this 3-game series. The final lines tonight: 10 runs on 14 hits, 4 errors for Yakima, 13 runs on 12 hits, 4 errors for the HarbourCats. The HarbourCats win 13-10 in a wild one tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Jonathan Hodson on the call, Chris Jaycox in the truck, and for my broadcast partner, Mike Edwards. That'll be all from RAP tonight. Final score, HarbourCats win 13-10. We will talk to you again tomorrow night.